Yes, we are, I think. Nee, zijn we? I believe we are live. Yes, we are. We are live. Our first webinar in English. Exciting. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds so people can enter the live video. I prepared some nice flowers because the theme of the day is fancy flowers. I've got some different kind of flowers prepared for you. I'm just gonna hang on, wait a few seconds so more people can get into the live webinar. It's my first in English. I'm excited. If you have any questions during the webinar, feel free to ask your questions into the comments. We have Koen also sitting next to our setup, and he will give me all information questions. Koen, are you there?
I'm there. At least I will try. I hope it will work, but this is the first time with a new system, so we hope it all works. And why is the camera so low?
Because it's my height.
Okay, that's a good answer. Enjoy.
Thank you. Or were you talking to the other people?
I was actually talking to the other people.
To the audience?
Yes, all 8 of them.
and no hackers yet, so that's no
No,
spammers.
no, it's very exciting.
Woo! So far so good. Okay, I have some different kind of designs. I will start with the blossom flowers. Some of them I prepared a couple of days ago, so don't mind. I'm gonna create a new one, of course. This is a very simple one, very basic design I'm gonna start with. So again, if you have any questions, just ask them, put them in the comments, and we will get to you as soon as possible. Can I see them? Hoi hoi, hi Daphne Vasse. Yes, so first people are commenting.
Sandy, I think she's. Where is she from?
Sandy, where are you from? Bolivia. Ah. So we've got people all over the world. Perfect. This is fun, huh?
A lot of fun.
So
Yeah,
let's start with the first design.
Yes.
So the first one is pretty basic, basic techniques. Just gonna go through it again. The video will be saved, so if something went too quick for you, you didn't understand it yet, you can always rewind or watch it later again, so you can practice the flowers on your own speed or your own time. Yes. For the branch. Thank you. First time in English. Don't shoot me. We start. I choose the chocolate color because it's very dark color. It fits the blossom very well. The other designs I'm going to show. Good luck, Elmastal. Thank you so much. All the designs I'm going to show you are perfect to create, to add to a decoration piece, to add up the value of your decor. But also, maybe you can create a nice flower arrangement, for example, for Mother's Day. That's almost here. The blossom is going to have a couple of branches. I'm going to show you what I did here. Of course, we don't want the straight branch, so I'm going to give it some shock twists. The audience, I believe, is very diverse. So we've got beginners and we've got experts already at twisting, and some beginners at twisting. So I'm just gonna explain everything. I'm gonna try to explain everything. A shock twist you create by friction, and it's by pinching the balloon, and then you get certain shapes. So the branch is never straight. So you're just gonna create some shock twists. So you're gonna have like little bends in your balloon. And then I'm gonna add 2 small pinch twists. important is that the pinch twists are small. The pinch twists are there so you can add more balloons, so you get more connections in there. So I'm gonna add a new 260 chocolate. Kim, can you check with me if there are new comments maybe? I don't know if I'm up to date. When you add new balloons, when you're twisting, try to avoid friction. Friction causes heat. Hello, Uwe. Hi. Good to see you here. Oh man, so many people I haven't seen for such a long time. We're gonna try to avoid friction because friction creates heat and that's what causes the balloon to pop or to damage, so it start leaking. I'm gonna add some more branches, so I'm just gonna show you over and over again. So you've got one big branch and then you've got some sides to go to. Here again, 2 small pinch twists. Hello, Denise from Armenia. Hello. Maribel. I hope I say your name correct. When you make the pinch twist, make sure your bubble is small. If it's very difficult to twist the balloon, just pinch it a little bit so the air spreads through the balloon and it's a little bit softer and nicer to work with. You're gonna make a small bubble. Fold the balloon. I'm gonna lift the pinch twist and I'm gonna twist it. Like so. So you've got some side branches. And again, 2 pinch twists, and the pinch twists are for stability. Hello from Spain. Hello, Juanma. Something like this. Oh, so many difficult names. Hello from Belgium. It's fun to see so many people from all over the world. When you've finished with this branch, so this is one side branch, I'm gonna finish this one up. So what I'm gonna cut off the rest, but I try to save this part because I can still use it for other side branches. For example, I can add it here. How do I add it here? If you tie in a new balloon, do not grab it at the end of the nozzle, but grab it behind the nut. If you grab it behind the nut and wrap it in place, everything will be fit in nice. If I only use this little piece, you're gonna have a lot of space like this. If I grab it behind the nut and I just roll it in between these 2 pinch twists, now everything is nice and tight. And just roll the balloon. Do not pull, roll. So we have something like this. Later we will add some nice flowers here. And here just is going to be a very small branch. Again, 2 small pinch twists. Hello from the UK. I'm gonna cut off the end and tie it off. You can go as big or small as you want with this design, of course. This. From Thailand, I get this, and here at the end I'm gonna create another 2 small pinch twists and tie it off. Gert van der Rijn, I don't, that's a crazy last name for someone from Thailand. Of course, you can keep on building with this branch. For now, I'm gonna take this as my example. You can go as big or small as you want. For the small flowers, the blossoms, I use the pastel matte pink because it's a very nice and soft color, like the blossom flowers have. And I'm gonna create 3 small loops. All the flowers are gonna vary in size. So I'm gonna make some bigger, some smaller. Just make sure you don't get loops like this. It's too big for the blossom flower. Also, the flower needs to be in balance with the branch. Have you seen the blossom tree? The flowers are just small and cute. Don't create like super big flowers on this small branch. So make sure your design is always in balance. So I'm gonna create a small loop like this. And again, if I make the loop, do not grab the knot only and twist it around, because you get a lot of space. We don't want the space. So I grab the balloon behind the knot. So close to the rounding of the balloon. I'm gonna wrap it around like this, pull it through the loop to lock it in, and then you've got a nice and tight loop. And for this, I'm gonna create 3 small loops. You can do a pinch twist and make the flowers all pastel matte pink. Get rid of the end. You can use this for a smaller flower later. And then I'm gonna tie it off just to make sure everything stays nice. So this is the small blossom flower. And I'm gonna wrap it on one of the pinch twists, like this. And you're just gonna create, like here you have a small side branch, you're gonna create a smaller flower, same as here, and you're gonna create some small flowers to fill up the branch. Yes, it's a live webinar, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them directly to me. Now I'm gonna create a smaller flower. If you want more color in your design, you can add this like a raspberry 260 pinch twist to have more colors, have more depth. This is what I'm gonna do to show you the difference. Om de muziek uit magazijn. So now I'm gonna add this 260 raspberry. I'm gonna make a small pinch. It's just for the center, a small pinch twist, like this. Get rid of the rest. Tie it off. And now you have this little flower with a second color of pink. And I'm gonna wrap it in right there. You can see the difference. This is only pink and this is with an extra color. Which one you choose, it's up to you. It's really a matter of taste. You start easy and will go to more. Yes, this is the first design. It's a pretty easy design, and then we're gonna spice it up with some more flowers, also some distortion. So we have different designs. So you see the difference in the color breaking. This is just really a matter of taste, what you prefer. So again, small loops, and try to make different sizes. And the pinch. A tip to break off the balloon easily. You see me do it real quick. What I do is I push and I do like a match. Yeah. So you strike like a match and then you can snap off the balloon. If this is too difficult for you, which I understand because it's a technique you have to get to know, you have to practice. Then of course there's more ways to do it. I'm gonna wrap in this flower. I will show you after this one. So what if I want to break off the balloon? So let's say I make a loop twist and I only want this loop twist. And you cannot do this technique. Then I twist the balloon and I hold on to the twist and I just cut the end. And you can tie off here or let it deflate all the way to the end. Because you make the twist, you always secure that not everything deflates. So make a twist, hold on to the twist, deflate the end, and then you can control the rest of the deflation till the point where you want to tie it off. Is it clear? Yeah. For the people who want to get to know the snap, if you see me go like this, because the live is a mirror image, I get confused. It's not that I'm trying to do a new dance, it's just the confusion.
That's not only because of the mirror image, because you're always confused.
That's true. So, and then like a match. So I pinch the balloon and a little bit higher. Magic. Yes? I hope this helps you. So I'm gonna do one more flower just to finish off the look. I'm gonna do 2 more flowers. Three loops. They don't have to be exactly the same size. It's nature and it varies. I will practice. Very good. That's the only way to learn, is to do it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. So you already see the image coming together, and with the chocolate color of the DIS 260, it really sets off the pastel matte pink. So I believe it's a very nice combination of colors, in my opinion. And one small flower at the end. I think the blossom tree is always a very nice flower design because it's pretty simple, as you can see, and the effect is really nice. When you have the situations that you're almost at the end, you have to cut it off. Again, I try to make a very small bubble like this. Hold on tight at the twist. So make a small bubble. Hold on tight, and then you can pop it, and then let it go easy. Like this. And the 2 pinch twists at the end. Let's get rid of this part, are there, so you can get the flower to the front. If you only have the flower will be flat on top, and now you can point it forward. So you have a pretty easy but very fun and very effective flower design. The blossom tree, cherry blossom. So let's go to the next. Which one will I do? I'm gonna do the lavender. A lavender flower. Lavender? Lavender. Lavender. Okay. Hey, my English is not perfect, huh? Don't shoot me. The lavender. And for this I used the reflex violet it is. Yeah. Double check. Reflex violet because it really jumps out. Thank you. It really jumps out. You can also use, of course, regular violet or lilac. That's up to you. For this design, you will need 4 reflex violet and 1 pastel matte lilac. This is going to be the center because I like the effect that the inside of the lavender. It's a very difficult word. It's the same color range, so it's purple but slightly different, so you get the contrast. And for the green part, I'm just gonna use a 260 green. First, I'm gonna inflate 260 green and a pastel matte lilac and tie them together. And then I will inflate the 4 reflex violet. You're gonna create a lot of twists, so don't fully inflate them. Leave some space for the air to move through the balloon. I'm gonna create doublets first. And then I'm gonna make a cluster of 4 with the 260 reflex violet. And rub them in between the green and the pastel matte, like this. Now I'm gonna slowly twist upwards. I'm gonna start bigger and I go smaller every time. First gonna make a bubble, bigger bubble, followed by a smaller bubble. I'm gonna repeat this with the second reflex violet, and I keep them side to side so I'm sure they're the same size. I will twist them together. Do the same on the other side and try to get them the same size, like this, and everything will come together in the top of the pastel matte lilac. So you twist a bubble and wrap it around the first 2, and then get these in there also. And again, try not to pull but roll the balloons along each other. If you roll the balloons, you have less friction, so less likely for the balloon to damage or pop. So this is going to be the first part. I'm going to repeat this, but every time I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. The same. Twist them together, up in the center. Die hebben we al gehad. So you're gonna repeat the same technique, make sure you go a little bit smaller up to the top. So I'm gonna create a bubble, but it's gonna be smaller than the first two. If you find it difficult to keep all the balloons in one place, so to do this and keep it all in the hand while you twist the new balloons, you can always just do the first one and wrap it in with the pastel matte, and then you can let it go and you can size the next one. This. And the same, and wrap it all together at the top. So we can do one more small bubble. Also, when the reflex bubbles go smaller, of course, your pastel matte bubble also gets smaller. Twist it in. Now I'm at the top. I'm just gonna create one small bubble with a reflex violet. I cut off the end. And tie it off. This one is going to be the top of the lavender, and the rest I'm gonna cut off and tie them together. Before you cut off your balloons, make sure everything is twisted in nice, so it won't get undone. So make sure you wrap everything in. One way to make sure it won't untwist or get undone is to get one of the nozzles, one of the balloons you just cut off, and pull it through and then tie it off. The rest you can get rid of. And that's the core of the lavender. If you want more stability up here, you can always create some pinch twists with the green or the violet. And the pinch twist creates stability. So it will stay upright better. Especially if the decor is for a couple of days, you want the stability, so not that it won't fall like this after one day. So, the lavender. I think it's very, very beautiful with the reflex because it really pops out. Geen nieuwe vragen? No, and not any questions? That means everything is nice and clear. The next one is a well-known, but sometimes a little bit difficult to create because the weaving of the 260s. I always had a lot of difficulties with creating this and get confused with when trying to get this flower. And then at Nozzle Up, the last one, 2019, cool, we missed the events. Colin Miles was there and he explained me in a very easy way how to create these flowers, and I will always be thankful to him for explaining me how to create. Thank you, Colin. This big one, I'm gonna create both. The big one is with 6 260s, and this one is with 3 260s, but twisted together to create 6 loops. So. Let's first make it the bigger one. I think it's more easy to follow. I think. So I'm just gonna inflate the 260s. Always hold on to the end. Let a little bit of air out. And tie them together. If you leave a little bit of air out of the balloon, the 260, it will be softer and nicer to work with. So 1. For 2 more. If you tie them together like this, you can twist them around. I'm gonna need 1 more. Divino. It's, I think, beautiful. Okay. And that's it, yes. Now I'm gonna wrap them all together to create a cluster of 6. Let's see if I can. And we'll all put them like this. Dank u Bert. Now the best way we're gonna try, let's see if Sophie is big enough, or we do need Koen for this. We need a helicopter view with the webcam. We need this inbuilt selfie stick. So to show you, we're gonna get a helicopter view of the webcam, but we're gonna need Koen long arm for this. Are you ready, Koen? I'm gonna show it with the big one first, and after with the smaller one again. So I will show it 2 times.
I am ready.
Yeah, you have to. I need a helicopter view of the
Do you
webcam.
remember the Guido show? The balloon thing where he has the tall guy?
Yes.
I feel the same thing now.
Yeah, but you don't need to still.
No. What do I have to do?
Get the webcam, and I want the helicopter view.
Helicopter.
Like this. Yes. Oh, all the wires. Let's get a little bit clear area. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put them side to side. So this one goes on top of this. This one goes on top of this. So it's spread like this. Yeah? I will show it again, I think.
Yes. Please.
So everything is aligned. Very nice. Like this. When you first create it, I'm gonna put it flat on the table. And I'm gonna... So this one's gonna fold on top of this. And you're gonna do this step by step. This one goes on top of this one. Like this. Now it's flat. Now I'm gonna wrap them so the ones that are on top are going to get down like this. And this is how you create the flower. I'm gonna show it again with a smaller one. This is the most easy way to create this. And when you finished, you should need like on top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you flip it over. Again, you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the big one. I'm gonna show it one more time with the smaller one later. Yeah, you can place it back. But you can stay there, Koen, because we're gonna do the same thing in a second. So you can just...
Okay, I'll stay.
Yes. So you have this, and you really see the lines. So it goes under, over, under, over, under, over. And you can create this shape. This one is a very big one with a 6 to 60s. I'm gonna do a smaller one with 3 to 60s. I'm gonna inflate them the same way, almost to the end. Leave some air out so they get softer. Tie them together. And now I find the center. I do this by pulling the balloon like this. And now I push the ends together and twist them like this. What I see very often, what you should not do, let's take this one, is people, sorry, make the sound, Koen, wahaha. Oh, the helicopter sound is, they've got the loop like this, and then they fold it and twist it like this. Now your knots where you tied the balloon together in a circle are in the middle of a loop. You don't want this. Make sure you always twist on top of the knots like this. Yes, is that clear? Can I reshape it in a nice way? Find the center and twist together and twist them in the center. And now we have nice butterfly wings. We're gonna do this one more time because we want 6 petals in total. Leave some air out for softness. Tie it together. Find the middle. And twist it together. Again, I grab the other 2. I push them together in the center and I twist. When I twist the balloons, I don't start just twisting them like this, but I pull them apart from each other, and then I twist. Again, that is I do to get less friction. So again, you have this petal, and I'm gonna show you how you create this with this. Koen, helicopter. I cannot do it. You have to do the sound. So if you have to make ready for takeoff.
Roger.
A little bit higher. Yep. Koen. The flower has to be in the middle, Koen.
Mirror image.
Yeah, I know.
It confuses me.
So when you have to create this flower, hold still. Hold still. When you have to create this flower, put it flat on the table. Then you're gonna waaier, weet je wat het is?
Fan.
Like a fan. You're gonna lay them over each other like this. So this is step 1. Yeah? Like this. And then you're gonna pull the one that's under. You're gonna pull it to the top. Like this. Oh, et voila. I would love to know in comments if I have to show it one more time, or did you get it? So I'm gonna wait a few seconds because there's a little delay, because I would love to know if you understand the way I explain this right now. And all credits again to our wonderful Colin Miles, who explained me this. For me it was mind-blowing.
De-helicopterify. I'll de-helicopterify.
Yeah. So.
We'll get a better camera.
Yeah. Can you go a little lower? Yes. I think this is also a nice one to create an instruction video, just one single instruction video of.
Yes, we can do that.
Yeah.
So we'll do an extra explanation of
yeah,
this
we will do somewhere in time, we will, somewhere in the future, we will create an extra tutorial to create this flower. Once you've finished, make sure everything is like this, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on
Reading
top.
the comments, I think everybody, most people understand.
Yes. So this is the shape. Both sides is similar. As you can see, it goes on top and underneath, on top and underneath. So you have the same system. Well, I'm gonna be a twister. Woohoo! I always say this in workshops, but it's very good as a decorator to know some basic twisting. This is also just a perfect design to know to add up value on your decor pieces. I think this is one of the most common. This is perfect to add on a pillar or a bouquet, a number bouquet, something like this. You can leave it, of course, like this. You can also twist the tops to create more shape into your flower. And this again is the shock twist. By pinching the balloon, it will stay in a certain shape. Oh! What we can do is we're gonna add the two together, so we have one huge flower. I'm gonna get a scrap of balloons I have somewhere on the floor. Oh, I'm gonna do the same, of course, with the big one. So just by some friction, you get extra shape in your flower. Wow! Oh, I'm gonna get a scrap of balloons. I'm gonna tie it in here. I'm gonna get the balloons on top of each other. The 260 I have right here. I'm gonna pull through the center of the big one and pull them together. Like, oh. And now I have to find my like this and shape everything nice. Okay, let's see here. I have to flatten. Yeah, of course I'm gonna add something in the middle, but first I want them both to be flat. If one of the balloons is pushed like this, it will flip. So at the end, when you assemble everything together, make sure everything is aligned, and then you get the flat shape. Wow, wow. And I'm gonna add one center to finish this off. What color are we going to do? Maybe a yellow? Yellow? Let's do yellow. Koen is not answering me, so I have to decide by myself. I'm gonna do one apple twist for the center. What you doing? Can you see what they're saying? Because I don't speak Spanish. Yo no hablo español. Yes, in 2020 I would have come to Sempertex Colombia. Can you don't do that, please? Thank you. So I'm gonna make the tulip or the apple twist. Just a small one, not too thick. I'm gonna center it, put it in the middle of the flower, and I just tie it in the back. Wow. So the big flower. So only the blue part is just a nice small. If you want to go extra big, you can make it the big one. Assemble them together, and you've got one impressive flower. Like so. Any questions about this design, or is everything clear? I think everything is clear. So then I have one more design left for you, and it's a design with distortion. So maybe some of you have a lot of experience, and some of you are like, what are we going to do? What is distortion? Distortion is inflating balloons inside of balloons to create certain shapes. So I created this flower for you. I'm going to explain it. First I'm going to explain the distortion part with a clear balloon. So for the people who have no or not many experience with distortion yet, understand what's happening. When you practice distortion techniques for the first time, try to work with clear 12-inch. This way you can really see what's going on inside of the balloon. So I'm gonna get a clear 12-inch and a 260. Fold the 260. I place it inside of the 12-inch, like so. First I'm gonna inflate a little bit of the 12-inch, and then I'm gonna inflate it to 60. Always hold on to the 260 and make sure the nozzle and the end of the 260 are outside of the balloon. Now I'm gonna set the size of the machine. When I make distortion, some people use hand pumps. So I like to use the electric. This is the Legenda 260 pump. I use this one because I can set sizes, especially when you make flowers. You want them to be the same size, the petals of the flower. So this is why I like to use the electric pump. If you use the hand pump, you will have to count how many pumps you put in each balloon. So now I'm going to inflate the balloon, the 260 inside of the 12-inch. Like this. Pull the rounding of the balloons to the end and tie them together. And with this, you can create shapes with the 12 inches, which is called distortion. You can create many shapes. You can inflate it like this. You can make it flat like this. So you can go a lot of shapes. If you try this inside the clear 12-inch, you can really see what is going on and how you create a certain shape. Once you get more comfortable and more experience with the distortion, you can try it in other balloons, fashion solids, or any other balloon than a clear, and create the flowers. Or welke stand heb je dan? This Legenda is on 2.0, but I always say every machine inflates different sizes, so I cannot say for certain that 2.0 in your machine inflates exactly the same size. Play with this, and at the end you will get to know your machine, and you will know which sizes you need for what design. So play around with this. So in the clear you really can see what is going on. And if you want to change the shape and the balloon's already deflated, just inflate it again. And now you can rotate, twist the balloon again. So just inflate the 12-inch again. Now what we're going to do, because in this design I used also a 5-inch. I use a balloon stick for this. Stretch it onto the balloon stick. And get it inside the 260. Like this. When you inflate the 5-inch, make sure nothing is in the way, so it's free for the air to travel through the balloon. Like this. Push it in the middle. I tie it off. And then you have this shape. And again, here you can play. You also can make the shock twist, so you have the little tip like this. So again, try this for the first time. Use the clear balloon so you can really see what's going on. And when you inflate balloons inside other balloons, make sure the path for the air is free. So what you don't want is that, for example, when you inflate the balloon, that it's not on top of your nozzle like this, because if you then try to inflate, no air will go through because it's blocked. Oh. I already created some. I'm gonna need some extra for the flower. So for one petal, you need one 260, 12-inch and a 5-inch, and I choose raspberry for this design, the color. When you have the electric machine or the hand pump and you have a design you like, write down what sizes you use. So the next time you create it, you don't have to think like, oh, what did I do? No, write it down. I need 2.0. So for example, I know my 260 has to be inflated on 2.0 and my 5-inch on 1.5. No, the 12-inch balloon I do not tie, because what happens with distortion balloons, the 260 or the 5-inch, the balloon inside the 12-inch will leak air. So if I tie this, the 12-inch, the air will escape from the 260 and the 12-inch will inflate and you will lose your shape. So I never tie the 12-inch. I will show you, of course, later also. When I finish up the design, I will show you how I do this. I first create the petals just with the 260, and then later I will add in the 5-inch. As you already can see, the distortion techniques takes up more time. So if you use it for decor pieces, keep this in mind when pricing your decor. It's very important, of course. But it's a very fun way to wow your audience if you really have a showstopper, or maybe for your showroom. It really is something that blows people's minds because of the shape you create with the balloon. It's so unknown for people. Let's see, I have this one finished, this one's to do. So I first created the petals only with the 260s. And now I will add in the 5-inch. Oh, I lost my 5-inch. Kan je die 5-inch eruit halen? Oh. Hoor je dat heel erg? When I inflated the 5-inch, I push it to the middle, so it's up there. So I just let it go. I try to prepare some more petals, but one deflated. So I have to show you a little bit more. When you push through the stick with the 5-inch, make sure you find a free pad and you don't stick the 260. Stick the 260. Pinch the 260. I will try with the... Maybe it's less noise with the hand pump. I tie the 5-inch. And then I push it up. Like this. This, 2 more. Now here the nozzle is directly on top of the 260. So first I'm gonna inflate it and try to reshape the balloon. So I just reshape and relocate so I have more space for the balloon stick to go through. So now I can go straight to the middle. So when you want to reshape the balloon, just inflate the 12-inch again and you can remodel everything. So and the last one. So I just inflate the 12-inch a little bit so there's more room for the 5-inch to expand. So now I'm gonna tie them together, but like I said before, I'm not gonna tie with the nozzle of the 12-inch. I'm gonna push the nozzle of the 12-inch to the end, and I'm gonna tie with the ends of the 260. One moment, please. One moment, please. So now they are tied together, but with the 260s, so the 12-inch nozzle is still open. So when the air from the 260 and the 5-inch leak out, what happens, which is normal, the 12-inch doesn't inflate because the air will escape through the ends of the to the nozzle of the 12-inch. So will you remain this shape. This is the reason why. I hope this makes sense to you. Also make sure you don't accidentally juggling with scissors here. That's why I normally have cutters. So the last one, so I have 3 duplets of flower petals. And I twist them together. Like this. Now to get the flower flat and all the petals sideways, I'm gonna need pressure from the top and the bottom. Get rid of all of this. So first I'm gonna create a base like this for the bottom. I'm just gonna make a regular 6-petal flower. Not too big. Yay. And not too small. So it's gonna be on the bottom like this, and then later I'll put something on top, another piece of balloon, to keep it nice and flat and in shape. So don't try to model the flower yet. So I add a little bit of scrap from the flower. I'm gonna place the flower on top and I wrap it in. So you have your bottom ready. And now to keep the rest of the flower in shape, I'm gonna create pressure in the center here, so everything still stays flat like this. And I use reflex 260 pink for this. I'm gonna create 3 small loops. Followed by 3 small pinch twists. You can see really a small bubble. Twist it around. So get rid of the end. And this is your base for the middle. So 3 small petals, and on top of this 3 small pinch twists. I'm gonna push it in the center, and I'm gonna grab the 260 I have tight in the bottom here. And I'm gonna wrap it around this center. Wrap it around the flower. Like this. And now, because of the pressure on top and at the bottom, your flower petals will stay nice and flat. Like this. And this is your basic distortion flower. Of course, with like the other shapes, as I showed you, you can pinch the ends. So for example, here we have a different shape. It's exactly the same technique as this one I just showed you. I shaped the balloons here, so I pinch the top and make the sides wider. So you can keep the nice and round shapes you have here. Or you pinch them and you can create different shapes. So, like this. Any questions about the distortion technique I just showed? If there are no questions, then we're already at the end of this webinar. So I showed you some distortion techniques, the lavender flower. We've got this one and the cherry blossom branch. If you just got into the live video and you just see, oh no, they're just at the end, don't worry. After we finish, you can rewatch this. We will post this on our Facebook, so you can watch it again, and create the flowers in your own speed at home. So thank you so much for watching. This was our first Facebook Live in English, very exciting. Thank you so much for watching. We will have many more live videos, so keep posted. If you have any questions about the designs, post them in the comments or send me a message. On Facebook you can find me by Denise Sempertex and I will answer you. Yes, I wish you all a lot of fun practicing and creating these flowers, and please don't forget to share. Share your designs, show us your pictures and of the creations you made, and I hope they will be very useful for all of you. Stay track on our Facebook and I will show you your the next live videos, and we have one already in June planned. We have a guest teacher coming all the way from France, so stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time.